What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another Kajabi video, and today I want to share with you a 30-day roadmap if you're just getting started with the platform, something that you can have as an actionable step-by-step guide that I would personally recommend you take to really maximize your chances of success on the platform. So hopefully you are on Kajabi for the right reason, which is to sell your knowledge in a digital product sort of form, right? So whether that be a course or a membership or a community, you want to get your knowledge out there in the world, you want to help other people, and Kajabi is your platform of choice to do that, which I personally recommend, and I've been doing that for years. So what do you actually do once you start on Kajabi? Well, the first thing I would recommend, and I'm going to split this up into 4 weeks, so a month, right? 30 days. And the first thing I would recommend to do in the first week is to focus on getting your lead magnet integrated inside of Kajabi and have your opt-in page ready. So maybe you just have one lead magnet, whether that's a one-page PDF guide or a really short video, basically a really razor-sharp free resource that gives the person, the lead, right, the potential customer, transformation really quickly or a really quick fix in something in your niche. So in my case, I'm in the composing orchestration niche. I teach people how to write music using orchestral instruments on their computer. And so one thing people ask me all the time is, what sample libraries or what software do you actually use to write your music? So this PDF guide, which I call the Best Cinematic Orchestral Sample Libraries Free Guide, is a multi-page guide with all my personal recommendations that I use on a regular basis. So people naturally want to see what I use, so they're more than willing to give me their name and email address for this guide. So I try to keep it as simple as possible because a landing page basically is just a one-page website, and you only want to give them one thing to do, and that is to give us their information and then click the button, which opts them into our email list, right? So you want to make sure that the page is set up. You want to have it very clean. And of course, you want to set up the form. So you choose double opt-in or single opt-in, make sure you have your choice there. And then just make it really obvious and sort of like a no-brainer for them to opt in. Okay, that's what I would do. Week 1 is have your lead magnet ready, whether that's a video or a PDF. Link that in with your opt-in page. And I'll show you that in just a second, how you can actually do that. But that is step 1, okay? Step 2, I would then recommend is to build your course. So most likely, if you're selling your knowledge in a step-by-step way, you're going to be going with an online course to kick things off. So as an example, I'm going to use my course, Cinematic Music Creation. This is the first course I ever built. It's also the biggest course I've ever built as well, to give my students my step-by-step process. So you want to have a really clear outline so you know exactly how you're going to progress that student from start to finish. Here you can see I have 9 distinct modules. Number 1 is the mental game, all the way down to personal branding, which is sort of like a bonus module. But I teach them the whole process of making music from start to finish in this course. And within these modules, you can see all these different lessons. I've included videos for every single lesson, and sometimes I've included some downloadables as well. And then you can, of course, write in text a little description of the video, and you can always link to external pages if you want to give them more resources. All that stuff is really flexible. But during your second week, I would highly recommend taking the time to create all your content, right? Maybe it's a mini course, because if you're only doing this in 30 days, then 7 days is not a lot of time to create a full-fledged, like multi-hour course from start to finish. So maybe it's just a mini course. You record your videos, you edit them down, you upload them into Kajabi, into the course products. So you can do that here, add content. You can upload multiple videos, so you can batch upload them all at the same time. And you want to make sure it's all laid out really well, have all your lessons, you want to have all the text customized. Just make it as presentable as possible, right? And then if you go into customize in the actual course backend, you can actually take a look at the theme that you choose. So here I've chosen the momentum theme. They also give you the premier theme, which is the default theme. It's a very streamlined sort of look, but I like the momentum theme because it has all the lessons on the left. You click something and then it shows you the lesson inside the middle there. So personally, I just like that. So that's what I would do in week 2. I would really just flesh out the entire course, have it scheduled, good to go inside of Kajabi. That's week 2. Now, what do we do? In week 3, we're going to start creating our sales page. As you can see here, I'll show you this in just a second, but you also want to make sure the offer is set up as well. So an offer is basically the course or the product you have plus the price that you're going to offer it for. So it's the product itself plus the price creates what we call an offer inside of Kajabi. So in this case, I have my cinematic music creation course, and you can see here I've actually bundled in 2 other courses, Behind the Album Freedom and MIDI Mockup Secrets, just as sort of an over deliver, but this is how you can create bundles. You can add as many products as you want inside the one offer. But cinematic music creation is my core course that I sell in this offer. In terms of the pricing, then you would go in the pricing tab and select the price that you want to sell it for. Is it a one-time payment? Multiple payments, like let's say it's a split up payment over 3 months, like a payment plan? Is it an ongoing subscription, or is it free? So this is where you would do all that stuff there. And then if you have an upsell, like if you have multiple offers, then you can always upsell or downsell to more offers. But if you're just starting out, most likely you don't have anything to upsell to just yet. So you can always leave that blank. But really important is to edit the checkout page, because when you create your sales pages and you take them to the checkout pages, this is what they're going to see. So you want to make sure this is presentable as well. So I like to have a thumbnail of the course itself. I like to have the price, of course, and then I have my big heading and then a description of what it's all about, everything they're going to get, stack the value, and then I also like to have an order bump. So if they click this button, then this is added to their order and that's their new total, right? So you can have order bumps and upsells inside of Kajabi, which is really cool. So that's what I would focus on first. And then when you're creating your sales page, just make sure you have the core elements. You have a headline, a subheading, you have a sales video to describe it in depth. I like to have testimonials kind of spread out throughout the page if you have past results, but if you're just selling the course for the first time, you won't have testimonials just yet, right? Most likely. Then you have the problem that people face, and then you're presenting your course as the solution. Then I like to talk about what the course actually offers, the benefits inside, how it's going to transform them. I talk about what the modules actually are, and these are just more things to sell. And then I talk about the price, how much it's going to cost them, and I also do some value stacking. So if you went to university for music, it costs you up to $40,000 for, the entire program, but this course is only $497 and you have it for life as well. So it really is a no-brainer. Then you always want to have a guarantee, really remove all the risk from the customer. Want to have bonuses to make it as much of a no-brainer as possible, recap everything, and then you can have a pricing option if you want to give them multiple tiers to choose from. So maybe the upper tier has more content, more access to you. The lower one maybe just has the core material itself. And then just do some future pacing, like if you purchase now and integrate it, you can see how much transformation you'll get in the next few months. If you don't purchase, then everything might stay the same for you, right? Which we don't want. So yeah, just the common sales stuff that you would normally use, but it has to come authentically from you. That's the most important part. You want to speak in your own language. That's what I would recommend doing in week 3, making sure your offer is set up and then creating that sales page to match. And then when you create buttons on your sales pages, those you want to lead to your checkout page here, okay? After step 3 or week 3, then we want to create an email sequence, which allows people to opt in and receive our pitch emails for this course automatically. So let me show you an example of my biggest email sequence, the one that runs for me every single day, every single second. And so this one is called the Complete Composer System Funnel. And this is an email sequence, right? So you don't have to be present to do this. You set this up once, you write all the emails once, and then if you have the subscribe trigger set, then it'll run for you automatically whenever people opt into your email list. So these are all my subscribe triggers, basically all lead magnets. When someone opts into my lead magnets, they're automatically subscribed to this email funnel. And then day 0, so immediately they get sent an immediate over-deliver workshop. I send them for free. The next few days, I give them extra value for free. And then day 4 is when I transition into the pitch for my course. In this case, it's a big bundle of courses. So I sell, and then the last day, day 8, I give them a bonus gift in case they didn't purchase. That's totally fine. I just want to give them an additional gift as a thank you to give them, and they can find something super useful as they go on their way, So this is why I call it, this is why I chose this step as step 4, because ideally you want to set up the selling process as automatically as possible. That's how you're going to scale and create that passive income. Now, of course, as you build more products and courses in the future, you're going to have to write manual emails to send them out to your email list as it grows, and you can sell those manually. But in the back end, if you have like a core product you really want to sell, something that your audience has to have in terms of really understanding your core method, I would definitely write an email sequence to pitch that to them automatically whenever they opt into your email list. And that's how it's going to scale for you on an ongoing basis. I promised you I would show you how the forms work. So if you go into marketing, we go into forms right there. So forms are basically where they enter in their email address. That's exactly where they're going to be opting into your email list. So let's just take a look at one of them here. Let's say the Complete Composers Framework Workshop. So you choose double opt-in or single opt-in. I always choose single opt-in to reduce the amount of friction. You can choose whatever form fields you want. You could just have their email address, but I also like to collect their first name because I want to personalize my emails to say, oh, hey, John, how's your day going? Or hey, Chris, right? And then the automations. So as soon as they submit the form, they're opted into my email list. I'm going to subscribe them to my email sequence where I just showed you. It's the one that runs automatically. And if they're opting in for a lead magnet, like let's say they want a PDF, then I have to also send them that PDF. So as an automation, I have it set up to send them an email right away. So let's say when the form is submitted, they decompose in workflow. This is another one of my guides. Then I send them an email automatically. Here is your free composing guide. So I just wrote, thanks so much for downloading my guide. Just click here to access it right away. And all I did was I highlighted that text and I embedded this guide within that text. So you literally just upload the file from your computer to the email, and then they get this automatically after they opt into your email list. It's that simple. All right, and that's it. It's really, I hope that you, like this sort of process, this workflow kind of made sense, because first of all, we want to make sure our email list is set up to start collecting leads as quickly as possible, because that really is the lifeblood of your online business, is email marketing. So that's why week one, we want to make sure we have our lead magnet connected to our backend in Kajabi. We want to have our opt-in set up properly, and that's why the form is really important. Then week two, we start building our course. We make it look good. We make sure all the content is spread out well. You know, you want to ensure a good customer experience from A to Z. Then week three, you want to make sure you create that sales page, and you want to make sure you have the checkout page set up as well inside the offer. Really, really important. And then week four, at the end of the month, you want to have your email sequence created so that when people opt into your email list, get your lead magnets and stuff, they're automatically receiving emails over the next week or so, giving them free value and then pitching the paid product. And that allows you basically to focus on your free content and collect new leads, and they will go through this system automatically. And that's how your business is going to grow step by step every single day, every single year. All right? Hopefully that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions. I strongly believe in this model because I've seen it work for myself, and I definitely want it to work for you as well. And you just have to follow the steps and put it into practice, and that's what it's going to take. All right? So I've been using Kajabi myself for the past few years. It's allowed me to just be more and more hands-off and just focus on my core content. So I really enjoy the platform. And if you want to try it for yourself and build your business on the platform, I'd highly recommend it. They give you 14 days of a free trial on their website. But if you use my affiliate link down below, christophercu.com/Kajabi, then I can get you an extended 30-day free trial to play around with the platform longer and get everything set up. And I want to give you 2 bonus mini courses as well. One called Kajabi in 30 days, which will walk you through step-by-step how to set everything up on the platform and monetize it right away. And then Content Marketing for Creatives, which walks through the business model of how I put out free content into the world and then monetize it on the back end to build my business. And you'll get both of those absolutely free as a thank you for using my link down below. And again, you'll get that extended 30-day free trial instead of a regular 14-day free trial on Kajabi's website. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.